If you think the Ford Mustang can't be a green car, think again. But is a Mustang with a 4-cylinder worth it? This is the Ford Mustang EcoBoost. First launched in 2015, the EcoBoost cost just over $27,000, and thanks to a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and a 10-speed automatic transmission, this Mustang will get 21 miles to the gallon in the city and 32 on the highway. Now, while the EcoBoost can't compete with the other V8 Mustangs or high-performance muscle cars, it's not supposed to. So when you're comparing it to other American-engineered high-performance machines, you have to look at something that doesn't have a V8, but it can also punch above its weight class. This is the Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped. It has a variety of safety features, an LED light, and the design is beautiful. While the Mustang will produce 310 horsepower at 5,500 RPMs, the Lawnmower 4.0's peak performance will be found at 7,000 RPMs, while being much quieter thanks to its quiet stroke technology. Both are a great deal, but the Lawnmower 4.0 edges out the Mustang here because when you use the code HOTLAPS20 on manscaped.com, you will get 20% off and free shipping. So the Mustang looks like it's as good as the Razor, which from my personal experience means this must be a fantastic car. Despite only having half the cylinders, the EcoBoost can still humble the V8 Mustangs of old. So the standard EcoBoost, like the one I'm driving here, will do 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds, and it has a top speed limited to 121 miles per hour. But with the performance package, you'll get to 60 in just 4.5 seconds, and the top speed is then 155 miles per hour. But compared to the current V8s, what you get is a much tamer Mustang that won't threaten to unalive you when you put your foot down. The interior is extremely comfortable, looks very nice. In the standard EcoBoost, you get a 4.2-inch center display, which I'd say is more than enough, but we have the upgraded version here, and there's also a 6-speaker audio system with the option for 9. You have 2 back seats big enough for any person under 5 years of age, and the center console is big enough for all of your essentials. Now, the ride is very comfortable and very smooth, even in track mode, which I have it on right now. And when you combine all that with the Manscaped anti-chafing athletic performance boxer briefs that I have on, you get one of the best rides you could ask for. Ford have really done it right in this department. Another department they've done it right in is when it comes to their consumer research. Ford knows Mustang drivers have a bit of a reputation for using telephone poles to dismantle their cars. So what they've done is they fitted the Ford Co-Pilot 360 to give drivers a blind spot information system, cross-traffic alert, a lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, rear parking sensors, and Ford Sync is an option, which is all the hands-free devices so you can keep your eyes on the road. Which is all good, but then Ford tempts you by putting track maps on the car, which displays your performance metrics on the dash. And what this includes is acceleration times and lap times, line lock, allowing you to lock the front wheel so you can do a burnout. You can also check your braking performance, plus you get automatic and countdown starts, as well as an accelerometer which shows your lateral and longitudinal G-forces, which is perfect to check right after you laterally wrap your car around a tree. But luckily with Ford Sync, you'll be able to call 911 hands-free. Now, as much as I'd like to show you how this car can take a corner sideways and light up the rear tires, I can't. It's a rental. But just because a car can get sideways or it's fast off the line doesn't make it fun to drive. It's all in the corner speed. It handles like a sports car, and thanks to the Mustang now equipped with independent rear suspension, it's practically razor sharp. Now, it's not a go-kart in the corners, but I wouldn't expect it to be. The Mustang weighs nearly 3,500 pounds, or just under 1,600 kilograms, but it's like this. The Weed Whacker from Manscaped is the go-kart. It's very precise, very nimble, while the Lawnmower 4.0 is the Mustang. It may not be able to get all those nose hairs, but it's still very sharp and very precise, and that's exactly what you want out of this car. So it's nearly as sharp as a razor in the corners, the performance isn't bad, and frankly it looks beautiful. Now I have to give a shout out here to our drone photography partner Dronesurf, because even from a distance when looking at the drone shots provided by Dronesurf, you can see how the 6th generation bodywork stands out, and in my opinion this is the best looking car within the price range. The Mustang has always been about horsepower and speed, and is without question one of the most iconic cars in American history. However, Ford are smart enough to know this is not the future and change was needed to make it more economical, but it's still a very fun car to drive, and while yes, it doesn't make my hair stand up like the V8s, I like it a lot. So is a 4-cylinder Mustang worth it? The short answer, yes. Let me put it this way, the EcoBoost is like a featherweight in the UFC. It may not be able to beat a heavyweight, but it has better cardio, it still has power in its hands, and it's still every bit a fighter.